Hello and welcome. Welcome to Drakenmemoria. For those of you wondering what we're going to be doing tonight, it's live campaign tonight. So, if you were hoping to watch the rebroadcast, well, that's going to be Friday. What else can be said? Yes, we are missing a player tonight. He is doing the decent thing and helping out prepare a wedding. Can you imagine? Yeah, some people just don't have their priorities right. So if you enjoy the thunderstorm in the background, that's Ambient Mixer. If you enjoy the world map, it's WonderDraft. If you enjoy the town maps, it's Canvas of King. And if you enjoy the battle maps, which we're going to have one tonight, it's Dungeon Alchemist. And that's about it. That's everything we can say. So, let's stop the thunderstorm in the background. Or we just put it lower. It's fun to have a little bit of noise in the background. Let's face it, thunderstorms are nice. They're relaxing. Well, they're relaxing for me. I know that some people really hate it when there's thunder in the storm, but I like it. Alright, so.
I like thunderstorms too.
No, for some reason, whenever there are some really heavy lightning strikes during a storm, it just brings a smile to my face automatically. You know, that just, you go there and then you hear this. Alright. What happened last week? Well, our party started to set up for the coming siege. Guard rounds on walls, scouting run into the fog, and traps laying. Hello, we got someone in chat. Hello, Yuna Rose. You're just in time for the beginning of the game tonight. As I was saying, trap laying around the perimeter of the fort, as well as a few surprises set up by the sponsor of this magically big old fort. The mage, Antasia. However, idle minds are often the plague in these quiet moments. The lure of great knowledge started to weigh uncomfortably, even at the cost of diminishing vigilance. And already, well, so far it's just one companion that got themselves zapped. But, you know, we can feel the urge coming from some party members. Fortunately, our heroes did not have to wait too long before the enemy tried to test the fort's defenses. Which quite literally brings us to where we are right now, because the enemy used magic to dig through the earth, creating a hole within the perimeters of the castle, of the fort. A bunch of dwarves just suddenly burst out of the ground and were ready to attack, but fortunately, well, we'll see if it's truly fortunately, audience convinced them that a group duel, just like they do when there are large armies and everyone's scared of heavy casualties. A group duel to determine how things are gonna move forward. If the dwarves fail, they commit their resource to helping the fort. If our heroes fail, those were weird words in my mind. If our heroes fail, well, the dwarves get the exiled. We'll see if it's actually a good idea. All right, so we left off with everyone preparing for this fight. Let's transition to the battleground. There we go. So, all four of you volunteered for this fight. We have an interesting dilemma here. We have one missing player, and you have an NPC which can heal you. So, you have a choice. You can... Andre has volunteered himself to play Remy for this fight, but you could always decide that Remy doesn't want to fight and take one of your usual friends in there. You could possibly add Terry, you could add Onak.
Just discovered that Raimi has more max health than I do.
Well, you've been dipping into mage quite a lot recently, so it's a bit normal that he...
Yeah. I think he also took the tough feat. So. I think we just stick with Remy. It makes, we probably wouldn't have left him. Even if Ornak. I mean, Ornak can always heal us after the fight. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he would probably get close to all of you as you're deciding this, and just look at all of you and say, "Are you actually sure you don't want me to be part of this? You kind of don't have the best of records for days without incident."
We got this. I'll say, looking over at the dwarves.
Yeah, I think.
I'm confident.
Of a god of war, you see them all preparing yourself. An additional one comes up the hole. He looks a little bit larger than the others. Ugh. They're all wearing heavy armor, shields, warhammers.
God of Wars don't respect healing. We're just gonna brawl until one of us falls.
Yep. Me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, God of Wars don't respect healing. Yeah, no, I know you could be right. I just think that I've seen a lot of well-equipped adventurers use potions, and I don't think God of Wars are against potions.
No, they might use some potions, but we'll be all right.
All right, well, if you think you know what you're doing, there's nothing I can do. I'm gonna go back on my tower and make sure that you don't mess this up.
We have potions too, I'm pretty sure, so...
Yeah.
I don't think we'll need...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think we can finish this fight without...
Yeah, potions.
Yeah. I just hope this is not the last time I see all of you. Alright. My sheet is all torn up.
Damn, our guy really does not have confidence in us.
No, I know, Ornak does not have confidence. I'm like, what's this, bro? This is inspiring speech. He's like, yeah, you guys are gonna lose without me. I'm like, what? Come on now.
He's been the MVP for the past few combat. That's why. Healing you all, so.
Have some faith. Looking across, are these all, do they all just look like melee fighters, or does it, of the four, does it look like they have some other potentially built, or are they literally all just like...
They all have priestly symbols on them.
Okay.
So they are priests of war. priests of war are sort of a mix between warrior and, well, no, more like a mix between paladin and priests.
Yeah, I know the war subclass, but not. Yes, they are there. I know it. Okay, got it. No rogues or spellcasters.
No. You get the feeling that they are good little priests of war. All
Priests of war.
giving a small prayer before everything starts. You see them adjusting their equipment. They all have a satchel of healing, satchel of the healer. So there are a little group of potions in there. They all have shields. They all have war hammers. They're wearing splint mail.
Okay. Do they each have a bag of healing, or does like one seem to be more like the supporting guy who's hanging on to the bag of potions?
Make an insight. Try and read their body language.
13.
Hmm.
Do you want to guidance that for me, Jorg?
Yeah, I'll guidance that. Guidance.
14.
Yay!
Thanks, Jorg.
Well, that makes
I'm doing
all the
my
difference. Well, looking at them, they all seems to be equipped mostly exactly the same, but there are some behavioral difference. One of them seems to be a bit quieter than the other. He does seem to be staying just one step behind the others. It's not extremely obvious for you. He still remains at front line, but maybe it's just that he's shy about attacking, or maybe he's preparing to step back.
Okay. Alright. I'll kind of look over at whoever their leader is. I don't know who it is. I'll be like, you ready?
Looks at you. Oh yeah, of course.
Alright.
It's gonna be fun. So how far away from them do you want to start? Like this? 10 feet away? Or...
Yeah, 10 feet. I'll start 10 feet away. If Remy or Jorg want to position themselves differently, that's up to them.
Remy has a tendency to try and stay
back
as
up.
far away from the melee as possible.
Do we want to, instead of do a line, do we want to do a 4 stack with like me and Fisher in front and you guys standing behind us?
Yeah.
Do a square instead of a line.
I'll surreptitiously
There we go.
get behind.
Rainey will go behind audience, and
It's like,
I'll tuck in, and Jorg will go behind me.
So we'll do it. We'll do a square instead of a line for our starting formation.
When you start changing your formation, you hear a few chuckles from the dwarves. They start whispering in dwarves, which audience can understand, and it's you translate it as something like they're already scared of us.
All right. Well, ready when you are, and I'll pull out my sword, ready my shield. Get ready to roll initiative to see who goes first.
One of the dwarves steps to the side. He looks at all of you. All right, this is a standard dueling of groups. Of course, no summoning others, otherwise that's not going to be a fair fight.
Sounds good. No touching of the hair and face. We need.
You're only allowed to gouge if someone has regeneration in your group. All right. He raises his hands, looks at both of you, and lowers it as a signal of the melee has started. So,
Right.
let's go.
Initiative.
Initiative roll. We're going to remove the thunderstorm in the background.
Oof.
Me and Raimi both rolled really bad.
I got a 12.
All
I got
got
a
a
14.
So,
Probably should have talked about battle tactics before we started. We didn't, so we're just gonna kind of freeball it.
that's on brand for you so far.
When have we ever talked battle tactics before a fight?
None of us even know what
Yeah.
Jorg has prepared. We're just like, screw it. We'll figure it out.
That's what Arunak was talking about. Jorg, what did you say you rolled?
14.
You rolled
14.
a 14, I think.
And Fisher and Remy?
Raimi got a 9. Fisher got a 6.
Alright. So... Alright. Well, that's interesting. Do we roll initiative for each one of them? That's gonna be a bit weird. Yeah, we're
They
gonna...
could probably have the same initiative.
Yeah.
I don't.
No,
We're not doing individual 1v1s.
No. That's okay. No. Who knows? Wasn't a bad idea to ask. Alright, which means they got... Alright. So, who's missing? Oh, Jorg and audience both have 14. Interesting.
No, I have 12.
Oh, you have 12. Why did I write 14 for your name? Okay. So, it does look like they go first with 16.
Cool. All of them have to make a wisdom saving DC 15 throw or be charmed. Because audience has activated his shield.
Hold on. Don't dwarves have resistance? I think it's just poison, right?
Poison.
It's
It's just
poison, not charmed.
I think Dwergar have resistance to charm and
No, it's
paralyze.
elves. Elves have, I think,
Yeah.
a resistance to charm. Okay. So you said wisdom.
DC 15 for in a 15-foot cone in front of me, which should hit all of them.
Alright, so this is... And he's... Alright. 3 of them succeeded, 1 of them failed. So... We're gonna turn his token upside down so I know which one failed. And I think they can make a save every turn to try and get out of it or to resist it. Right? Okay.
Oh, I muted because I was chewing steak. Yes.
I read on your lips. That's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so one's not gonna do anything, but the first one steps away slightly, but casts a spell, which Jorg would be able to identify as Bless. is blessed his friends.
Would make sense.
The two others. Because one is. The others. Where is it? I know I've selected it.
It would be a lesser restoration, by the way, I think, to cure the charmed also, if he just wants to cure his friend. Because I think it would just be...
Is lesser restoration cure charmed? I don't know if it does.
Does it not?
Charmed isn't generally a durational thing that you'd use lesser restoration on.
Actually,
But it is a... No, yeah, it is a...
No, it might be a
Restoration is
dispel.
like-
It would be probably a dispel magic. It would
Yeah.
probably be a dispel magic.
Okay, where was I looking? No, not spell.
I mean, if it's like hypnotic pattern, they can just use an action to shake them out of it.
Yeah, that's fair. I
It's
don't
an
know if it
action.
is.
Alright. The rest of them use an action to cast spiritual weapons. So
Okay, 2 spiritual weapons.
and they're gonna use their spiritual weapon to attack you. Let's go with spiritual weapon so you know where they are. We're gonna use the green monster. So green monsters on the map are not actually monsters, they're the spiritual weapon.
Yeah.
Oh, if you reverse the token, it says W. So here we go. We got W.
As in a weapon.
So we have 2 spiritual weapons out.
Yeah,
right
because
now.
the third one is Gaga over your spell.
Yes.
So, one's gonna attack audience, and one is going to attack Fisher. And they have a plus. Okay. So, it's 21 for audience, and that's actually high. 60. Why can't I add properly tonight? 23 with Fisher.
That's gonna miss me.
It's also gonna miss me.
Alright, you both shrug off the attacks of the spiritual weapons, which appear to be just the flailing parts of Morning Stars.
Okay.
You see the chain and you see the ball, and it just... Okay, one used Blessed. And he steps back. The 2 in front use that. The one there is taken by the spell. And the next time he can try and get out of the spell is...
On his... I think it's his turn.
Which would be now.
Let me double on his next... Well, it would be his next turn. But,
His next turn. Okay.
I'll say the figures become charmed while charmed until they succeed on wisdom save, which they can do at the beginning of their turn. Yeah, so on the beginning of his next turn,
Okay.
he can make a save.
Well, that's their first round. Which,
Alright.
which means it goes to you. Alright, so you don't mistake who is in play and who is not in play. I'm gonna take the neutral dwarf and put them in orange.
You can also just take them out. We'll assume they're watching from somewhere.
Okay.
I don't plan to use them in the combat as like us.
Alright, I'll just leave the referee. Why?
Well, they get a referee. Who said they got It seems biased. No, I'm kidding.
Do you want Arunak to stay?
I think we should get. Yeah. You know what, Arnak, get in there. You're our representative referee. That way we have one from each side.
Okay. Oops. This one here. Like this. Alright. So. That's their turn.
All right.
Spiritual weapon has been... oh. I forgot I used Blessed. They all had a D4. Sorry. Don't think it's going to change a lot for audience.
No. Do the spiritual weapons get the D4 also?
It's
Or
attacks.
is it just... Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. Yeah, no, that's good. Yeah, no, I
It's a spell attack, but it's still an attack.
get a spell attack.
So that goes from 21 to 25 for audience.
Okay, that will still miss.
And it goes from 23 to 24 for Fisher.
That will still miss.
All right. Now
If
it's
you'd
your
swapped those, it might have mattered. All right, Jorg, I think it's you.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
With 14. Sorry.
Yeah, you're going first.
Yeah. Oranek. When did he go there?
He's your referee.
Sorry, he's like red.
He's a referee. He's not actually part of the combat. He's just our representative referee.
Yeah, but my wall of fire was gonna go there.
He has reaction movement because he's a referee.
Yeah, don't worry. Yeah.
Oh. Well, I don't.
You know you can make it shorter.
Yeah, it goes 60 feet.
It's up.
You don't
to-
have
Pan,
up to. You
but
can
I
make
could
it
do.
shorter. You can make it shorter. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess my original plan was to have them stuck against the wall with the wall of fire, like pinning them there, so they had to like
Walk
work their
through.
way up and over,
I mean, you could.
or walk through. Yeah, but I'm just gonna make a short wall of fire from
I moved him.
F
So
17. I'm not gonna do it there anymore. I thought more of the dwarves would move up too, and
All right,
so I get more of them in
so
the area. But I'm gonna do
F17.
F17 to
So you're
N
starting inside of your
17.
tent. You're sacrificing your tent for the event. Okay.
Wait, where's the tent? Or
It's a circle at the
oh,
top.
G17. Yeah,
Okay.
I meant G17. I just looked at the wrong row. I don't want to go in the
Okay, and tell
And
me
then
where your
down through
wall
that.
goes.
3. Down to N17. So it starts at the top tent, goes to the bottom tent without cooking the tents through those 3 guys. And I'm and then the guys inside have to roll 17 on a dex save or take 24 damage or half that on a
Well, the
success.
one who's charmed. No, he's still charm.
He was incapacitated, so he would. I don't know. What
he
saving
just
throw.
takes the
If he's
that
incapacitated.
feels bad
you-
though. He's just like charmed and then he's just like fucking
Eh,
lit on
Charms,
fire.
charms fucked up.
Oh, and the wall's facing to the right. Yeah.
Charm creature can't attack the charmer or target the charm. The charmer has.
You should be looking at the incapacitated.
Look at the
Okay.
incapacitated.
Incapacitated creature, he can't take action or reaction, so his saves are still okay. Incapacitated and incapacitated creature can take action or reactions. That's it. That's all it states. So he still has all of his save normally.
Okay, so he can at least not just
Yeah, he would
lie down and burn.
Well, he
Well, he's still
can't
gonna
move,
burn.
so he's still stuck inside of the burning wall.
He is gonna take it at the beginning. Yeah.
And, all right.
He can just suck it up. Mm-hmm.
And I think the square in front of the wall also takes damage. Is that it?
Up
To
10
the
feet?
so
You could have the wall of
It's,
fire face
I
only
just clicked away.
one way. I'm pretty sure.
I just
But,
want to know if the
yeah,
dwarf
it's facing to the
on
right.
H18 has to make the save as well. That's why I wanted to know.
No, it's only inside the wall,
Inside
and
the
then on
wall.
the
Okay.
side of the wall.
Well,
when
no,
they
and
cast
it's on
the spell,
one side of the wall.
when
Goes
they end
out.
their turn on that side.
How far?
Mm-hmm.
Avery, how far?
I think it's
10
like
feet.
10
10
feet.
feet. Okay, yeah. So yes,
10
they do
feet.
have to.
Yeah, can you guys
Or
hear me?
passing through the wall.
All right.
Yeah.
So your save. You said your save was.
Yeah,
Your save. What the save that I have to do is
17.
17. All right.
Dex.
17. Which Wi-Fi am I connected to? Oh, where's the good Wi-Fi? Good Wi-Fi. T-Mobile.
Well, okay. Apparently, only the leader saved. The others did not.
All right, I should be better now.
24 and 12.
24 and 12. Yep. Do I sound better now?
Yes.
Yes.
Cool.
4. And 12. Okay. All right. Anything else? Do you move? Do you burst into dance?
I'll back up a little bit just to be close to that guy and out of to like L11.
Well, don't get
And
too
just in
close to the
case
guy, because we don't want the guy to get involved in the duel.
Oh, that's true. I'll just move down then to M13. I just don't want to be like exactly around you guys in case they decide
No,
to do
that's fair.
something magic.
That's fair.
Mhm.
Okay.
So N as in Nancy. Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Did they all succeed
Yeah.
their concentration saves, by the way, for their weapons?
Oh,
and
that's
less?
right.
Spiritual
So-
weapon isn't a.
The spiritual
but
weapon is not concentration. But
Oh,
the
no,
one
yeah,
that has
spiritual
bless
weapon.
has to succeed.
Yeah, blesses.
And it was 24, so which means he has to roll above 12. 14, that's enough. Alright.
Oh no, right. The new spiritual weapon is concentration, not the old spiritual weapon. I hate that.
What? It's concentration now? The new one?
Yeah, it's concentration 1 minute.
Damn. That's not an improvement. Alright. And that's it for you, Jordan?
Yep.
Okay. Audience, you no longer see the enemies.
Yes. Audience is going to fly 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. He is gonna fly to N. Yes. No, O.
Mhm.
Is that N or O? Yes, N17.
Okay, so
I think
just...
I take a attack of opportunity from a spiritual weapon.
They can't do that.
Oh, they can't do that? Okay.
No.
Yes, I just fly to.
They can't see you. You're on the other side of a wall. They don't know
Sure.
that.
So yeah, I'll fly to N17. And then I will use my breath weapon to
Oh.
hit them all. Hit them all.
Ooh. That could hurt.
Chonky.
Chonky. And I will also throw... I don't want to like straight up kill all these guys, but I'll throw a level 1 Divine Smite on top of it. Okay, they need to make a DC 13 Dex save.
Alright, that's a 5, so that's a fail. That's a 10. That's a fail. That's a 16. That's a success. And that's a natural 20. That's a success. So the first two ones, the closest to you failed, and the two furthest from you succeeded.
Okay, perfect. And then that's going to be 60, 10 plus 2d8. Okay. They are going to take 49 damage if they failed, or 26 damage if 26 damage if they 25 damage if they succeeded.
49.
And I will roll a con save.
So, okay.
And
The
it
two
does,
furthest.
and my breath weapon does recharge.
Fortunately, the one that is furthest is the one that cast Bless, so he actually has a chance of succeeding his spell concentration. Minus 25. Okay. Phew. Alright, well, the two closest to you just got blasted by that spell. They nearly lost their footing. They don't know exactly what happened. They're still alive, but they really look injured. The two others are not yet injured.
Wow. And then audience will actually stay there. So if they try and escape around the fire that way, they have to walk by him.
Okay. Fisher! Fisher? Or, no, Remy first.
Remy.
Remy does not have line of sight.
He does not. The wall goes all the way.
There's
Well,
only
outside.
one place where he can go, and it is under audience. While he would definitely enjoy that, I think he would like to use an attack of opportunity on Jorg as he passes behind him.
Got him.
Uh-oh.
Because you just completely pulverized most of what he can do.
He could also just hold an action for anyone. He could hold an attack action for anyone coming through the fire, because if they don't want to end their turn and actually get to us. But up to you. Hold an attack.
Well, he can always blindly throw his dagger through the fire, but
Bonus action.
I think he will. Does this have, and what is the action cost of
which one?
the cloak? Wings.
Oh wow. Okay. Hold on.
Am I missing it?
The rainbow quiver. No, that's not it. Silk throne, vicious armor, cloak, divine.
The cloak of divine dragon presence,
Yes.
or is
So you want to use the cloak for flying?
yes.
No action required.
All right. Remy will use the cloak and fly up over the wall of fire onto the wall at J20.
Okay.
And then is that guy still concentrating on bliss?
Yes, just.
Alright, I think Raimi will use a bonus action to try and hide behind the rampart there, and then pop up and shoot the guy at age 18 with
Okay.
his short bow. Sorcerer's bow. So that's what, stealth check first? Yeah. A
So you use it
28?
as a cantrip level.
yeah,
Okay.
28 stealth check,
Okay.
and then we will make an attack roll.
The enemy does not see you.
That is a 29 to hit.
Damn, it's not enough. No, of course it's enough.
And then that sorcerer would be a D8. Plus 1 is, or plus 7 is 8. And then I don't have that many D6s, so I'm just gonna use
How many D6 you need?
4, 5, 6, 7.
You need 7? I can.
I'm
roll
rolling
them.
it on mine because
Okay.
22, another 22.
All right.
Man,
so
that's a bad roll.
in total, how much damage did you do?
30.
30. And he's got to roll 15 or above to maintain bless. And that is concentration. He has Warcaster feat. Alright, so that's... And that might be just a little tight. He rolled 14, which is one missing one, so he loses the bless.
Noise. And Raimi can't hide again, so I guess he'll just, take cover up there.
Okay. All right, that was Remy, which means now it is Fisher.
All right. Yeah, so less have an idea actually what to do with Fisher.
You spent all your time thinking about Remy, and
You can
forgot
just
to
do
think
what
about
I
Fisher.
do and just kind of walk over to the other side of the wall and just kind of like hold your action and just trap them so they have to like walk past us.
They can walk through it.
But they take the damage if they walk through. If they walk
Yeah, they save for the damage if they stay.
through. Yeah.
So okay, I'm assuming this wouldn't really work because it would melt instantly. So Rhyme's binding ice. It's a cone of ice. And if they fail the save, their speed's reduced to 0. Because the ice freezes around their feet.
Okay.
Until they use an action to break away the ice. I assume the wall of fire would just melt the ice.
Because it's magical ice and magical fire, I'd give them advantage on their save.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. Not gonna do that. That I need to see them. Does this... I don't think... okay, new spell. I'm going to cast, or new old spell that I never took until now.
Okay.
Energy Ribbon
Okay.
on my Sword of Power.
Okay.
And then I am going to. Are they on row 17 or 18 or?
17. I just displaced
Okay.
them a little
Yeah.
bit so you'd know that they are there, but they're on row 17.
All right, and then I'll step up. I'm casting into first level, and then I'll step up 5 feet and just whip that energy ribbon through the wall, just attacking with disadvantage.
Okay.
Just blindly.
Who needs tactic? You might all kill them before the end of the first
Exactly.
round. All right, go ahead. Do your attack.
Oof. 15 probably not gonna do it.
No.
Yeah. How about a 23?
I believe that's enough. Hold on, I'll just check to be sure. That is really close to not being enough, but it is.
Damn, these guys are tanky.
Splint
do not
mail,
get to talk.
shield, bonus.
Max damage. Yeah, I know.
We do not get to talk.
For max damage, that is 19 force damage because of the spell.
So 19 force damage on the 3 that are there.
It's just on one. I can't. I don't think that's part of the spell. Yeah, it can hit a single target at a time.
Okay, which one of the 3 did you attack?
The one in the middle.
The one in the middle. Alright, so it's this one here. 19. Oh. You whip him. You whip him good. It hurts. You can't see the result because he is inside of the wall of fire. But you know, you feel the impact on the whip.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
And then I think I will move. I'll move down to like M15, a little closer to the audience, if they end up running that way. But...
M15. All right, here we go. Okay. That is a devastating first round for them. I mean. All right. Well, good news is that when they start the round, they're inside of the firewall, so they can't see audience's magical, charming elements. So they all get to move.
That is true.
Might be.
Unless they come to fight me. In which case, they won't. But yeah.
So, they're inside of the wall anyways. So what are they going to do? Well, I think they're just going to step on the other side. Which means this one The last one isn't on the other side of the wall. If he wants to be with his friends, he gotta take the damage of the wall.
Yeah.
Interesting. 5, 15, 20, 25, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh, no, he doesn't need to. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay. Audience, you're flying on N17, is that it?
Yes.
Then the poor guy is gonna go under you. So he gets to see his friends. He gets to be worried about you falling directly on him.
I mean, I wasn't very high. So I was like 10 feet off the ground, so if he's gonna go under me, he's gonna take an opportunity attack.
Well, only if he leaves.
Oh, yes.
You don't have full arm
If
master.
If he stops, yes. If he stops, yes. If he
Yeah,
stops,
he has to
just-
stop. It's 30 feet.
Yeah. Yes.
Alright, so at least now he sees his friends. And the others simply had to step forward and move in. So that's 5, 10, 20, 25. And that's gonna be 5, 10, 20, 25. He's gonna go there. Oh, that's interesting. Like this. Ooh. And that's gonna go here. Audience is too high up. But not too high up for the... like this. Alright. So, audience, you're gonna take 2 attacks from the flailing balls.
Okay.
That's 22. And oh, that actually might be enough. 25.
Nope, because my AC went up by 1 last level from the upgrade, so it's 26 now.
Damn.
Very close.
Okay, interesting to know. You're nearly impossible for them to hit with melee attacks. That's interesting to know.
Because
I
I rolled
rolled-
with spells because his saves are so bad. Also,
Because
Oh,
for that attack, I rolled an 18. And it's still missing 1.
Alright, they can hit me on 19s and 20s.
Alright, audience, you easily managed to... Well, 1 is a bit close, but... What are the others going to do? Well... They're going to try and subdue you, Fisher.
Subdue him?
Yeah. They've completely surrounded Fisher, so they get advantage on their attack. Melee spell attack. Let's go. Oh, that's a nice one. 26 to hit.
this is
Jeez.
my AC is 27.
Oh, you have a higher AC than me?
Yeah, because I when we leveled up, I took the lucky feat, and then I am no longer attuned to the lucky coin.
Guys, you can.
So I attune to the ring of protection.
Excellent.
Well then,
Coin rubbed off on me.
did not roll a natural 20, so because that
Hey, if
was
you roll a nat 20, I can't shield it.
well, it's the only way that I can hit you, and because they attack with because they attack with advantage because of their position, they got 2 natural 20s.
I will silvery barbs one of them.
I knew it. They got one natural.
Luckily, Remy can't silvery barbs the other. He doesn't have sight line.
Yeah.
They got 1 natural 20 on you. Alright, I need d10s.
Hey, wait, that's illegal.
Wait, they can do damage to us? This isn't allowed.
On hit. Okay. So it's basically...
The asshole that goes into a fight swinging, and as soon as he gets hit once, it's like, ow, what? No!
No.
Alright. You recognize that spell because you've seen someone use it before. A really nasty dwarf inside of the garden has a tendency to use that on those who make fun of him. You know, being exactly the right size to make it extra painful.
Oh, is it the touch spell?
Yeah. Inflict wound. Cast on the highest level that they can.
This is gonna hurt.
Actually, a pretty good roll. 43
Ouch.
necrotic damage as you get grabbed by one of the dwarf.
Damn.
Good thing that other crit didn't hit me.
Oh, that's right.
You do have to roll again.
That's a normal. That's the normal roll.
No,
Thank you for reminding me.
So, 40.
Crit inflict wounds is
On
gonna be
all
a lot.
rolled dice, and they are
Yeah.
all rolled. Nice.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
No, he might take like 70 here. 70, 80, somewhere in that range.
So that means you take 86 points of necrotic damage in total.
Jeez.
He really managed to grab you where it hurts really bad.
Ow.
Alright, guys, don't let these dwarves touch you.
I am at 19.
So basically he grabbed you and suddenly you feel that energy dig inside of you and your body explodes with ooze, your normal wood sap that just and you start dripping everywhere.
Grass.
Okay.
Well,
And the last one. He's gonna use it as strong as he can. Which means it's going to be... Oh, that's a decent roll. Mass healing word, and he heals all of his friend for a small amount of hit point. That's and that's all right. And that is their turn, I think. Mass Healing Word is a bonus action. Oh, it's a bonus action. He can try and use a cantrip.
Can't.
Mm-hmm.
He can't. He could throw that cantrip.
Looking at Fisher's reaction, I think he's going to try and aim for you. Where is it? Where is it? I want to know what's the save. Here it is. Wisdom save. He used Toll the Dead on you. Dome.
Toll the Dead. Fisher, don't you dare go down to Toll the Dead.
That is gonna be a 26.
You've passed. You said over 20.
A save of 26.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna need to think about bosses.
I rolled
from
an
here on
18.
out. Okay. That's gonna be that fight is interesting. It teaches me a lot about your next boss fight. All right.
Yeah,
well,
you can
you
hit
save.
me with. I did get resilient wisdom,
Okay.
but Dex and Charisma saves for me are still really bad. It's just audience that you can't hit with anything.
You hear
Audience is
the toll of the
Like, shut
gong in your head, Fisher, but you manage to shrug it off, and you do not fall to its painful ringing. And that's them.
All right. Get him, Jorg.
It is your turn.
Well, yeah. Jorg is going to not go up to Fisher. Jorg is going to turn into an elephant.
Smack
Yeah.
him.
You know, some people
want
turn
to-
into a mouse when they're scared. Jorg turns into an elephant.
Uh-huh.
Or
Far more effective.
Big.
well, like we said, it's not an elephant; it's a Gumpa. So it's the pack beasts of the Sharoons, but they have the same stat as the
That
elephant.
somehow it has the exact same stat block as the elephant. For some
For
First,
simplicity.
I'm going to move... Before I turn into an elephant, I'm going to move to, like, R8. Well, that's 5, 10, 15.
You're
I'll
gonna
move
take
15
2 attacks of
feet.
opportunity before you turn into an elephant.
Well, no, because I'm not adjacent to anyone. Well, I
Yes,
take-
you're adjacent to 2 dwarves.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I can't see them on the map.
That's
What?
They're,
probably on your
M-
side.
Are you looking at Twitch or?
Twitch.
L14 and
it's updated. There.
and-
Oh, Jorg! I was looking at Oranek. Might be.
Yeah.
Might be.
I was like, what are you talking about?
I was like, what? Okay, never mind. I will just turn into an elephant then, and not get to throw people through the wall of fire. But whatever. That was my plan. But
Okay.
yeah, I'll use my bonus action to transform, and then I will hit at a guy at
Do they have like a pushing attack, like a?
Yeah, if they move 20 feet straight
Oh.
forward before a hit,
Uh-huh.
they get
they get like a
try to-
charge hit. They get charged
Mhm.
hit. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, never mind. The person doesn't get knocked. They just get knocked down, not thrown.
Oh, okay.
One creature within. Okay. Yeah, I can just knock things down. Never mind. Well, that makes it easier. I will just turn into an elephant right there. Hopefully, not disturbing the guy.
Well,
Turn
the only
into an
thing,
elf.
since you're the only one who said something about not wanting to disturb him, you do notice that he is taking an interest into what you're all doing. He is observing.
I do turn into huge. Is that a 3x3 square?
Yeah, huge is 3x3.
Okay, in that case,
Yeah.
I'm gonna shapeshift you in another direction.
Man is large.
I'm a big boy, and then I'm gonna
No,
gore.
he's huge. Largest 2x2.
I'm gonna gore the dwarf to the north. The north dwarf.
To north.
Northdorf.
North dwarf.
Okay.
With a I get to make 2 gore attacks. So my first one is a 27 to hit.
Hell yeah.
27
Hell
is
yeah.
enough.
I get 2d8 plus 6 piercing damage.
Not bad.
So 17. After the damage you guys have been like dishing out, it feels a little weak, but that's okay.
I mean,
And
that's
then,
a standard attack from audience without like a divine smite.
Or I guess maybe after the damage that Fisher got dealt, it doesn't feel as.
Well, he got crit. He got crit.
Yeah.
All right,
on,
guys.
like-
I need to make
Uh-huh.
a concentration save here real quick. DC 43. Yeah, no, that's not gonna do it.
I got a non-natural 20 on my second attack.
That's not enough.
I didn't think so.
All right. So it took 17 damage.
Yep.
How weak are these guys looking?
Well, after the heal that they took, they all look injured, except the one that seemed to be a bit larger than the others, which audience would probably identify as the leader. And it is the one that Jorg has been hitting on. All of the others are injured. He is not.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna trumpet loudly.
They don't have a trunk, Gumpuz.
He's gonna bellow.
Okay,
I
that's good.
will bellow loudly.
Okay.
I'm gonna move with them.
That gives us all a bardic inspiration, right?
Yeah.
Only if you're a Sharoon.
Oh, no.
Damn it.
All right.
George splits from the party and amasses the army.
Sure. Okay.
All right, Jorg, anything else? Do you want to move? Do you want to stay there?
Nope, that'll be
Okay.
it.
Damn, I would have loved it so much if you had moved, because that would have mean you almost moved. You almost moved.
All right.
Because
Is audience about to do a drop attack on this guy? 'Cause I think I'm
Apparently.
next.
so that was Jorg. No, the next one is the next one is you, audience 12.
Yeah.
Butt slam him. Butt slam him.
I'm not gonna butt slam him. I am gonna dive
Boom.
bomb him with a sword, which might be worse.
Down B.
That is going to be a 32 to hit on the first
That's
one.
enough.
And the second one, I'll just do both attacks now. Ooh, the second one I think will not hit. Because that's only... Yeah, I actually know it won't hit because it's the same thing here. Alright. And I will throw in... I'll throw in a level 2.
Ogunak reaction moves backward because he doesn't want to be involved. He can't be involved in the fight.
Yes. So that's going to be about 13 plus 1 from that, plus that. Which will be another 19. So he will take 32 damage. The guy below me will take 32 damage from my attack.
Okay. Thank God he healed himself because he would have been down.
And then I don't think I have any bonus actions.
Attack
He
again.
looks severely injured.
I did attack.
Oh.
I attacked twice.
He looks severely injured.
Don't think I can use that on a bonus action right now. Yeah. All right. We will pass the turn. Pass the turn over.
Anything else?
Nope. That'll be it. We're moving on to
Remy.
Remy.
I think Remy will just move down to like
And 20?
yeah, and try and finish off the guy that audience just demolished.
Okay.
That is. For a second, I thought it was a nat 1, but
Oh.
the 18 on this die, I think I was bored at some point and
You
was
remove the paint?
fucking around with a pencil. Just colored the 8 in a little bit. So that is gonna be 30 to hit.
Well, that's enough.
With another cantrip from the sorcerer's bow.
I assume he's gonna die. I don't think mid damage would not kill him, or go down at least.
That is 31 damage.
The arrow flies, hits him in the back. You see the dot of light behind him and in front of him, and he falls on his knees. But there is a spell that takes effect, and he steps back up with 1 hit point.
Oh.
A death ward has been used.
Clever.
And then he will bonus action hide.
All right.
For 30.
Oh man, only 30?
33.
Oh, that changed everything. All right, Fisher, it's your turn.
All right. So
You're leaking sap from
yes.
everywhere. You've never taken a damage this massive in a single shot. Your body is probably aching so bad right now.
yeah. Where is it? There. That's. I'm gonna bonus action second wind. Give myself back 11 hit points.
That's good. That's good.
Good shit. Good shit. Good shit.
Yeah. And then I am going to oh, dang. Well, I can't Misty Step because that's also a bonus action. Damn.
Terranad warns you. You're doomed if you move. You're doomed if you don't.
Yeah.
Make it count.
Kill them. Kill them, Fisher. But don't Great Weapon Master, because they have too high AC.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. I forgot an ability they have.
That's okay. I also forgot that you can use a luck point to
Cause someone to
replace
reroll.
an enemy's attack roll.
Yeah.
And they can use a channel divinity to give themselves +10 when they attack.
Yeah. No, that's a wisdom save. They're probably pretty good at that.
They're priests, so it's their best
Yeah.
save.
Yeah.
Because they're
That's-
war priests, you can easily imagine that their best save would be wisdom and strength.
Yeah. Can't work vortex word myself. Doesn't work like that.
You gotta give me an answer, otherwise I'll think that Fisher just got blasted too hard.
Yeah. I am going to try. I'm gonna try and you do a athletics check to shove the guy at L16 back into the wall of fire.
Interesting. Okay.
So that's just an opposed athletics or acrobatics if you want.
Okay.
Use a luck point. Damn. Well, do I get to pick which one of these? I think I do.
What did you roll?
Yeah, I get to pick. So I rolled a 3, used a point, rolled a 1, so I'm gonna go with the 3 for a total of 13.
No, that's not enough. They rolled.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm sorry. They rolled a total of 15.
Mm-hmm.
I was sure you're gonna beat them because I was looking at this and said, "Well, you're technically a lot stronger than they are."
Yeah. So using my second attack, I'm going to try the same thing again. That is a 23.
He can't compete with that. The best roll he can possibly do without a natural 20 is 22. So, and I did not roll a natural 20. So, so you succeed.
All right. And then I'm going to action surge.
All right.
And I am going to that's not a bonus action. It's another action.
A round is supposed to last 6 seconds.
Yeah. Alright. And then I will just attack. Which one of these is looks like he's more hurt?
The lower one.
The lower one? Alright. I'm gonna attack him.
Go ahead.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna use Booming Blade.
Okay.
That is a 22 to hit.
That is exactly what you need.
All right. That is bad. Damage rolls. Is 15 total. And then I'm gonna swing again. That is so close. That's a 19 on the die, so 31.
Well, if it's a 19 on the die, you probably hit.
Yeah. 17.
You strike just like the other one. Your strike goes deep inside, and spell is expended, and he goes back up with 1 hit point. He has used the death ward to save it, to not die.
Mm-hmm. And then I think I will take the attack of opportunity to move. Actually, to down to 15. Would spiritual weapons help give advantage?
They're attacking audience, so they're higher up. I would not say yes. But if the spiritual weapon had been focusing on you, yes.
Okay. In that case, I'm actually going to move to 14.
All right.
Next to Jorg.
You try and move. And what he's going to do is use his last high-level spell. Because, like I said in the beginning, they're Warcaster. They have advantage on concentration. So he uses a spell as you try and move away and grab you.
What do you mean the Warcasters have Warcaster? That's ridiculous.
Alright. No, he can't use that while he's doing that. Alright. So that's 26 to hit.
That will miss.
Damn!
That ring of protection coming in hot.
Would have hit me.
Damn! I rolled a 19. They can only hit you with a spell on a natural 20.
That's okay. When they do, I take 80 damage.
That is true.
Damn! Well, you made him waste his last 4th level spell. And you move to 15. Alright. You just barely missed that. You were moving and you saw his hand just reaching out toward you. And damn, it was so close. You almost touched your ankle as you were moving away. Alright. And that was Fisher. Which means we go back to the top of the initiative with the dwarves!
Oh. They're back. Well, 2 of them are on 1 HP, but they are back.
Yeah.
I wanted to be on 14, so I was next to Jorg.
14. Okay.
I assumed you'd want to be next to me but okay.
Well, you're up in the air, though, aren't you?
No, I landed.
Oh. Yeah, but it's easier to surround me if I'm by you.
Fair enough.
Alright. So. What can they do? How about this one? Yeah, he's gonna go with that. He's gonna go as high as he can cast it. That's gonna be his last 4th level spell. But people need to survive if they can hope to succeed. He's gonna use Prayer of Healing.
Doesn't Prayer of Healing take 10 minutes to cast?
Oh yeah, that's it. You're right.
He
That's
could
like their
use-
short rest.
Yeah.
That's
He
not.
could use another Grady or Healing Word if that's 4th level.
Yeah, well, that's all he has to help everyone.
But unfortunately, Prayer of Healing. Dude, that'd be
Yeah.
crazy if Prayer of Healing was just an in-combat action. That spell heals for so much.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you're right. You're right. I did not see the 10 minutes. Okay, so he's gonna go again with that Prayer of Healing, which means.
I mean, he could start a 10-minute channel. I'm sure.
Yeah, you're not gonna try anything while he's doing that. You're honorable enemies, right? Oh, maximum! Which means it's 8 plus... Everyone gets... Nice. Five and... Well, their leader is in great shape. He doesn't have any 4th level spell left, but he's in great shape.
Okay, audience wants to finish taking care of these so he can go deal with the leader.
Okay,
They're annoying.
there's the one who's burning in the wall because he needs to get out.
Yeah, Avery. You should roll
Mhm.
damage for that.
Oh yeah,
You should roll the damage for that.
I
Got push.
am. Whoa. Wait, did I cast it? Okay, I cast it normal. 24 again. Convenient.
24. And it's a what save?
DC 17 dexterity save.
16. He failed.
24 damage.
Alright. But he will move out. And... what will he do? He can't see Remy. He can see Fisher, but he knows that Fisher is really hard to hit. Let's go for Desperate. Yeah, let's go
Pulls out a
for...
bomb.
What? No.
He pulls out a bomb.
No. Just mean that he's gonna try a spell that I usually don't use all that much. Alright, it's gonna be a wisdom save for Fisher.
All right.
Oh no, not him, you.
That is an 18.
Oh. Are you sure you didn't roll lower than that?
I believe 9 plus 9 is 18.
No. It's 16.
Actually-
you failed.
Yeah, on the Shattered
Yeah,
Continents.
no,
it was-
Sorry, I need to go back to first grade.
The spell did not work. You feel it trying to grip you, quite literally. Hold person spell, but it fizzled out. Alright, well. That was an action. Can't do anything else. Well, he still has a reaction, so he's gonna go for that. Okay. Fisher, you're next to someone who really doesn't like you all that much.
Mhm. So he wants to try and run away.
No, he's
Immediately
gonna
kill himself.
he's gonna attack you.
Oh, really? That's rude.
And the
What did I do to him?
you've been trying to kill him since the beginning.
Oh, right.
You know.
Oh, right. The murder.
Hey, I'm
They
not trying
came
to
in
kill
here-
these guys. I'm just trying to knock them unconscious. They might be trying to kill us. I'm just trying to knock them out.
I'm an elephant. I'm just doing what elephants do.
No, you're not.
You're a Gumpa.
I'm a
Gumpa.
You do what Gumpas do. Alright, he's gonna try to attack you. He's gonna use his divine channeling to give him himself plus 10 to attack you.
Yeah.
He is in not great shape. He doesn't have his death ward. So let's go and try and pulverize you with a .32 to hit.
You could have Remy silvery barbs it. Or you silvery barbs it.
That is just out of range of my shield.
Have Remy
So what?
silvery barbs it. Remy has barely used anything.
I mean, I can't take care of myself. Plus, he's hiding, and that would break his stealth.
Ah, that's fair, that's fair, that's fair.
Okay.
I will silver barbs.
You will silver barb it.
Yes.
Alright, alright. That makes it fall to 25. So
That will miss.
Not by much,
Not by much, but that will.
but it will still miss.
Yes! The spiritual weapon hits you with a natural 20. Sorry.
Hits Fisher or hits me?
No, Fisher. There's. Oh, I didn't update the map. Sorry. Here you go.
I don't like that. I'm gonna use a luck point. It rolled an 11 on the die.
It rolled an 11 on the die, which means you add.
It doesn't hit you. I'm telling you right now, it doesn't hit you. It does not have a plus, like,
It's
16
an
to hit.
18!
That will miss.
You literally hear the dwarf utter something in a language you do not know, but audience, you know that this is for older audience type of talk. He is swearing
While-
up and down.
While I was casting silvery barbs, I tripped a little bit, and that brought me out of play the swing of the sacred weapon.
All right.
I'm burning through these though.
Yeah, well, they're burning through their own resource as well. The only one left is the leader of the group. He doesn't want to have to take an attack of opportunity from that huge thing right next to him. So he's going to attack you, Jorg.
Okay.
And he's gonna go whack-a-whack. Plus 10 to hit. 36 to hit!
Yeah, that's gonna hit. Elephants are not exactly hard to hit, or wumpas.
Goombas.
Goombas.
Alright. Which means it's... Oh, come on. 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
No.
And he's the one that has... Well, he can't hit audience with that, so he's gonna try and hit Jorg, you know. Get his frustration somewhere else.
Well, I do lose concentration on a nat 1 on my concentration save.
Oh, the wall goes away. Okay.
Damn.
Yeah.
Goodbye, wall.
And then it's a 24 to hit.
Yeah, that hits too.
Jorg does not quite have the same AC.
No, and Goombas apparently they have a 12 AC.
But they got
Yeah.
HP though.
They do
They're
have a lot of
beefy boys.
HP. Yeah,
They're beefy boys.
I'm appreciating that extra.
I actually don't think
beefiness.
there's almost any beast animal that has good AC. I
No.
think they're all just beefy.
Yeah.
No.
You take 17 points of... Oh, sorry. I rolled 2 dice as opposed to roll 3. 23? Yeah, 23 points of radiant damage.
Ouch.
And that is all the dwarves. Yeah, they healed. They tried to hit Fisher with on the distance. They tried to hit him close. And the last one's been concentrating on Jorg. Yeah, that's it. Alright. Jorg, your turn.
Jorg is gonna attack the dwarf next to Fisher
Okay, go ahead.
with
One with
2
one hit
gore
point.
attack. Huh?
He's got 1 hit point.
They got healed.
Mhm.
Oh, right. Yes,
Oh.
thank you.
Well. Okay, well, a 5 plus.
He's still
13's
grievously
not gonna hit.
wounded, but he's
And
not 1 hit point.
11's not gonna hit either.
No.
Yep. That's pretty much all I can do as a Goomba.
Okay.
Goomba. I'll goomp on him.
Anything else you want to do? No?
No.
Okay. Which means we go down to audience.
Alright, odds will see if he can finish off this guy, since his death ward is now down. $23 to hit.
That is enough.
Alright, level 1. Okay, it's gonna be that plus 8. Good roll there. That is gonna be 28 damage on the first attack.
And he's down.
Cool. The one next to Fisher's also critical, right?
Yes.
He was the other one with the death
Yep.
ward?
Yep.
Okay, I will go hit him with my second attack.
You move 10 feet.
That is 28 to hit.
That is enough.
And he will be hit for, ooh, might not be the best damage roll. Ooh, yeah. Fortunately, well, he was critical. We'll see if it's enough. Only 10 damage. I did not Divine Smite.
Oh, no, it's not enough. Because he got healed, it's not enough.
Whack.
Damn. Yeah, that's my turn then. I knocked down that guy. And made this guy even more critical.
Yep. Gonna put him really small because he's injured. He's doing that save. Okay. That was audience. Remy! Fisher, it's you. Remy.
Yeah. Remy is gonna. I think he's just gonna. That guy's probably.
He's probably at like 2. He could
Yeah.
probably knock down the other guy that's up there, or at least get the death ward off of him.
Which is like the leader do.
He's the slightly bigger one, the L14.
He's the bigger one.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the bigger one.
He'll shoot at him.
Okay.
Oh, the one I knocked down, was he one of the ones that cast one of the spiritual weapons?
No, he's the one that's been healing everyone since the beginning.
Okay.
He was the support character. So he's the one that had cast Bless, Healing, and so on.
That is a 25 to hit.
That is enough.
Or ooh, good roll. 42.
42. The leader of the group or the other one?
The leader of the group.
The leader.
Okay. Now he's injured.
And then he will hide. With 30.
Okay.
Rogue stuff.
If there was a mage, they would just try to blow up that portion of the wall. But they're priests. They don't got too many blasting spells. Alright.
Dwarves stop blasting spells.
Yeah, they're mine. They're mine. They should just.
Yeah, one of them has 5 sticks of dynamite on him and he blows up. Uh,
Yeah, that
Damn.
wall of fire.
Fisher, it's your turn.
All right.
You got him. You got him, Fisher. I hit him for 10. He's probably at like 8. Or
Yeah,
something.
I'm gonna try and finish this dude off. Do we have him surrounded?
Yes, 3 of you.
You gonna risk it? Great weapon? I would think you
no,
need
I'm
great
not.
weapon.
And it's a good thing I didn't, because that's a plus 12, right? 22.
That's exactly what you need.
Ugh. 10 and a 6 on that advantage. Good stuff.
Good stuff.
This will be 14.
Yeah, and he is down completely.
And then
Now does the spiritual weapon go away?
Yeah, one of them goes away. No, but it becomes idle.
Oh, it becomes idle.
You
Spiritual
just
weapons
see
don't go away on unconsciousness?
it's not concentration,
That's true.
but you notice that it has no one piloting it. You just see the ball just go.
and then which of these two guys is injured more?
Well, because of Remy's attack, they look pretty much the same.
I think I'm going to step around audience to M 16 and
Okay.
hit this guy.
Okay.
Not have advantage anymore. That's not gonna do it. It's another 6, so 18.
18 is not enough to hit.
Nope.
And that'll be my turn.
Do you not have a satchel of healing?
I do.
He just doesn't want to
I
use a
don't
potion.
want to.
You don't want to burn a potion?
Yeah.
That's fine. I mean, I can always lay on hands you if you go down.
Yeah.
All right. We should probably go on a break right now because
It's getting up there.
Oh, same thing. Yeah.
All right.
and it's a perfect moment to go to the break because we're going back to the top of the round.
Yeah. These two boys are gonna try and do stuff.
Yeah.
MF.
They're
right.
probably going to be very desperate, but they got things to just hold on one more round. But to be honest, I don't know if they will. We'll see. All right. We'll see you again. Oh, yeah, or change the music.
I will be.
Marsh sounds. All right. See you again in 15 minutes. Bye. All right. And we are
Sam
back.
drop.
Yeah, I don't know why. It states that he's still online, so it's just he just dropped from the call.
Oh.
We need audience. Aha! He's back. Where did you go?
We missed you.
You made us worried.
I wasn't worried.
All right. So, we go back into this round. Your enemy, slightly desperate to not fall into oblivion and be forgotten in this little fight. You have the one that was a bit away uses a well, they all have it, mass healing word, but he can't use it at 4th level, so he's going to use it at 3rd level, which is the default level. Which means it gives life back to those who had fallen.
Yeah, whatever it was. They get like another 7 HP or 7, 8, 10 HP.
Yeah, something like that. One and so healing, mass healing word brings everyone up. They're tired, they're injured, they're looking at you with a little bit of desperation.
They can surrender at any time.
The leader looks around. And he looks up for a brief moment. Takes a deep breath. I rolled for it during the break. He looks at you and says, "Wait. Our god is not one of reckless actions. Our god says honor has been met. At best, we would be able to kill one of you and severely injure a second one, but it would cost us all of our lives. And you would still win. You would still be here. All of this would be in vain. So it would be a reckless waste of life. We
I
accept
appreciate
your
a leader
victory.
who respects the lives of his men, audience will say.
He looks at his men and he says, "As a payment for your victory and to leave us all alive," he looks at his troop, points toward one of their healer's satchel. "Each one of us will give you our greatest potions. And you can count on our support when everyone's attacks."
Appreciate your honor in battle, your honesty afterwards. An audience will... What is your name? An audience will walk forward and kind of extend his hand.
Erenthar.
It's a pleasure to do combat with you, Arenthar. It was a fun duel.
It was, wasn't it? You're good. You know your stuff. Your god is lucky to have you amongst his follower.
As is yours.
But at least let me give you some advice for the coming days. A lot of people will be here. They will all want a piece of him. And he points toward the exiled. What is outside right now is not what's going to be all that's going to be here. They will ask for more, and they have wizards. They have people with favors.
I understand it won't be easy.
We've heard about this place of adventurers that have been accepting quests for the past year and a half. You should be careful. Pretty sure someone's going to have tried and reach them and make a bounty on him.
Well, we'll handle whatever comes our way, and we'll appreciate your support. We know it won't be easy, but I've sworn my protection to him, and I am not one to back down from a challenge.
Glad to hear that. Best case, we'll celebrate this around a cozy fire in a tavern in the great city of Oltenel. I'll invite you myself. If not, let's all meet in whatever hell we'll be damned to. Still paying around if we all meet there.
I'll try and bring. I'll see if whatever angels or devils take us allow me to bring some dwarven whiskey down with me.
Now that would be greatly appreciated. Turns to everyone. All right, everyone. We can accomplish nothing else here. Just send us the word when the time comes.
Will do.
They all slowly leave. And you've been given 8 superior potion of healing.
Hell yeah.
Damn.
Ornak, the duel's over. Our boy Fisher here looks like he could use a little bit of help.
Yeah. Could have saw that. You did realize that they weren't exactly your level. I'm sort of surprised that you got this messed up. You're muted.
Well,
You're muted, Fisher.
you can defend yourself, Fisher.
One guy got a real lucky shot.
Yeah, your head almost popped. Would have been a shame to destroy all of those beautiful feathers on your head.
Yeah, this thing's it's an antique. It's very expensive.
Maybe you shouldn't take it into battle.
It intimidates my enemies.
Well, it definitely does something to your enemies. Not sure if it's intimidation.
Does it turn them on?
Any kind of distraction is a welcome distraction. Did
I
you say?
can talk. I'm called Goomba.
Did you say superior or supreme?
I think he's in superior.
Superior, I think, yeah. Hold on, I have it written here. Superior.
Okay.
Do we each just want to take 2?
That sounds good to me.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I
I
will
can't
add.
edit
Yeah.
Ramey's sheet.
Just
so
take
we'll
4.
have-
Just take 4 and then give him 2.
Okay.
next session.
Yeah.
Alright. So... Aura of Vitality to restore everyone. Alright, it's 2d6 for every round.
I think it's
Short
really
got
just
hit
Fisher.
as a Goomba. Did anybody else get it? Ramey didn't get hit.
Audience is totally fine. Audience is full health. Audience did not get hit either.
Jorg is a little bit hurt, but he was hurt before from the fire bombs.
Oh, from the firebombs. Yeah, I
Yeah,
have the
I
I had
was
that,
also-
but I healed that before the fight.
Yeah, I'm going to turn back into a human.
Alright. Alright. First heal. How many hit points are you missing, Jorg?
Like 13.
All
I'm not that
so
hurt.
one round is going to go to you, and it's going to give you 11 hit points. Everything else is going to go to Fisher because he's...
He needs it.
Yeah, I can give you
Right.
some too if you want. Yeah.
All right, so it's 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus plus 11 plus 8 plus 9 plus 8 and one last 77 points of damage healed by this aura of vitality before it expires.
All right. Thank you, Hornick.
You're welcome. Remember next time, dwarves reach low.
Yep.
I don't actually think that affects Fisher.
Well, yeah. Yeah, there's nothing. I don't have any. Not like. I mean, like, there's more gaps in my armor down there, I guess, because it's hip joints are, two of the bigger movement areas.
Yeah, he managed to just stick
Not
his
into my root
finger.
system.
He managed to just stick his finger into the cracks and.
Yep.
And if Remy would have been there, he would have made a joke about that.
I guess, you know what? Audience would go check in on the exiled, since we did just have like a combat in front of him. Make sure
Okay.
he's good, doing okay.
When you turn around and go to him, you realize that he observed the entire fight.
Audience would say, and that was a good way of showing how to both defend something without taking unnecessary lives. And turning a potential enemy into an ally.
You showed restraint when you did not need to. They showed honor in respecting their oath. Their divinity showed. Value for the lives under him. That is interesting. He looks at you, audience, and he looks at your symbol. What about your God? Does he value your life as theirs values theirs life?
I do not know. Me and my God are kind of on the outs right now. We had a recent disagreement.
About what?
The value. We valued decisions differently. He valued a different course of action than I did.
So why do you follow him?
I follow less an individual than an idea. The symbol still represents to me that idea, the idea that the innocent and the townsfolk and the common folk to be protected, to need protection, and that the gods they follow, while they may have value and even value their lives, cannot always come to their aid. That has always been the core belief of what I have followed, is having something closer to home, something that can protect the people. And
so
the individual who represented my religion, or who I thought represented my religion, I feel has strayed from those beliefs, or at least maybe those were never his beliefs, and I was led astray by what I thought he believed. And so I changed and have chosen to follow what my belief is, what I've always believed this symbol to mean.
So, which god did you invoke during the battle?
Which god did I?
You use a divine smite. You would have invoked
Oh.
your god. Who he wants to know who you invoked.
Audience would have to think. Who did I invoke? What name flashed? Audience in the heat of battle. He probably didn't think about it. What? I guess now would that be some check? What name would come to mind? I don't even know what that would be. Would that be like an insight on myself?
That is an interesting question. It would definitely be an intelligence roll of some type because you're trying to go back in your memory. But it's something that's... Alright, yeah. I'll accept insight.
Okay. Oh, insight. Ooh. Alright, audience will say, honestly, I don't know. I can't remember. But I obviously was invoking someone.
That is interesting. And conflicting. If you invoked your deity, why did it answer? If you did not invoke your deity, then who did you invoke?
It's a good question. I will say I have had a lot of gods talk to me in my time, so a lot have shown interest in me. But I don't know if any would actually have the ability to directly channel their power through me in the form of divine smite, at least that I would know of besides my god. But
well, the way that the paladin works is that your action will impress a god, and this god in return will grant you favor.
Yeah.
By allowing you to use his powers. The only two gods who have shown true interest in you would be your god and Sachet's god.
Yeah. I guess audience would say maybe what was Sachet god's name again? It was
I don't know him by heart. Hold on.
That's fair.
His pronunciation, because it's a draconic god, I made his pronunciation hard. So, give me a moment. Sachet's here. God. Hunskatre.
Perhaps Hunskatre, who has shown me favor in the past. A friend of mine.
Hunskatrav, sorry. It's the
Hunskatrav, sorry. Okay.
The autocorrect doesn't like the word that I've written, so it's underlined it. I thought it was a Y at the end, but it's a V.
Got it. Okay. Hunskatrav, a friend of mine, worships him, and he has showed me favor and power in the past. Perhaps he answered my call, or he would be someone who I would think, at least from what I know of him, would have so far appreciated my actions in this setting. But...
Then, warrior of deity, I have one last question for you. If you invoked your original deity, why would he have chosen to grant you his power after a betrayal? What is its endgame with you if he still supports you?
I also cannot answer that. I don't know. I honestly assumed after these next few days that me and him might become enemies, so if he still grants me his power, that is a both interesting but also worrying concept.
Do you not have a way to know the true heart of your god?
I don't think I've ever been given a. I mean, I can talk to him in dreams. I could, but to know his true heart, I don't. I could try. I could attempt to like decipher his intentions if I was in front of him, but I don't think I have a sure way to be able to figure them out.
I feel it is something doable. You just do not know how. Maybe there is someone, somewhere, within your life that you've met. I feel a strange energy when I think about this. One that spans space and time. Does that help you?
It gives me. Yes, it is. It is helpful. I'm still not sure, but some possibilities come to mind.
Then I am glad I helped.
Thank you.
And he lowers his head again and he sort of falls into a concentrating pose.
Alright. I will leave. Go return to the rest of the and be like, he's pretty chill. He liked what just transpired, or he found it interesting. But
And you get the impression that
like is
well,
not quite the word.
He looked at everything and he took in everything. And you think you gave a good example.
He did ask me some interesting questions about where I'm channeling my power from. But
That's amazing. Airport.
Jorg, where are you? We can't see you on your screen.
Invisible.
He's gone. He's speaking with us. He's speaking to us from the beyond. All right.
There's a raccoon on our porch, so Tiffany told me to come downstairs.
Yeah, I've had that also last year.
what did the cats think of the raccoon?
Harold's just sitting there staring at him.
This
He's
year,
just sitting outside the window.
Classic Harold.
This year, we got something special. We don't have a lot of them where I live, but we had a possum. First time in my entire life that I see one live.
Yeah.
it's sort of weird because you go outside because you saw something, and then you just walk around the corner, and then you look and you see that weird little creature looking at you. What the heck? I had to go online to see what it was. It looked like, I don't know, a huge rat with huge bits of fur missing.
Oh,
I
Yep,
had to
sounds about
look.
right.
I had to
Super.
look. Oh, that's actually a possum. Whoa.
that's super cute.
Mhm.
Then slightly weird.
Let's see.
All right.
So who did you what'd you tell him?
I mean, I said honestly, I don't know. I don't know. And then he said, well, maybe I could figure it out by talking to someone from my past. Or someone I've met. And then he said he felt weird energy. And I thought about some possibilities, but I honestly don't really know who he meant
Mhm.
to find. Oh, sorry. He wanted me to figure out the true intentions of my god, and I said I don't really know how.
Uh-huh.
Interesting picture. Who won the
Mhm.
staring contest? Your cat or the
I
other
don't-
raccoon?
When I left, the raccoon was standing on its hind feet, but they were still just sitting there.
That's a really good picture of the raccoon.
Mhm. Yeah, I've never seen one that close before. I wanted to
Were
go
you not
closer, but
here when they got stuck in the light well
oh
outside my room?
yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
We have seen them that close.
Our house is like a split level, right? So the bottom is like half underground,
Okay.
half not, and the two downstairs bedrooms have like light wells for the window.
Okay.
So it's basically just a pit right outside the window.
Yeah.
And like two or three raccoons fell down there and got stuck.
That's interesting to get out.
Mhm.
Yeah, so we had to basically build a bridge out for them.
Interesting.
Very entertaining.
I imagine. Oh, wow. Well, raccoons.
Mhm. Do you have any ideas about how to do that?
No, I honestly don't. But it's something to, at least not right now.
Jorg, you kind of know, divine stuff, right?
Mhm.
You got any ideas? How do you?
I mean, the one most connected to my god is the high priestess, but I assume he doesn't mean the high priestess. Nor do I feel like she'd probably talk to me
Uh-huh.
after, or
I feel like she'd
if
probably talk to you. I don't think you'd get any kind of anything resembling a straight answer.
yeah. Even I mean, she was or was who knows my friend, but I don't know if yeah. I don't think there was. I think I talked to Exalta before, which could have been an answer, but I think I asked him about that before, and he didn't have a clear answer on it. So that was another idea. Besides that, I don't know. Maybe my doppelganger has some knowledge. I've already tried to contact her before because maybe she's knows how to contact a god, or she's a paladin as well, but
Mm-hmm.
I haven't got any response from her yet, so.
I think it's only been a week and a half, which
Yeah,
is
it hasn't been that long, but maybe she knows something if
Since-
she
since
decides to
yeah.
talk to me.
Since you're not using spells to reach her, a week and a half is not a long time to wait.
No.
Mm-hmm.
So there's some options, but
Mm.
I could also technically have Antasia read my mind and see if she could figure out who I was communicating with in the battle, but I don't know if that would yield any results.
Um.
Since she is a diviner.
Yeah.
To answer the Fisher's question to you, Jorg, in places of prayer, sometime if someone prays well enough to a god and has intention aligned enough with the god, there will sometime be a reaction from what is representing the god in the room. So in a normal temple, it would be the statue of the god, usually the statue with the emblem of the god somewhere carved on it. But you need to have really strong faith. And, well, technically, a high-level priest or paladin might be able to do that, but you'd need a consecrated place which the god accepted being there. Audience wouldn't be able to just take his amulet and put it there and hope that there's a response from it. That's like that would be a percent of a percent of chance for an answer. He'd need to have a consecrated place. Or if he can actually find someone who can be a conduit for that. But that... You don't know of a place who would have the effigies of all gods.
We do know of a place that has the effigy of all gods, but
We gotta find a crossroads for it.
yeah.
If
He at least
his
has the
tent
effigy
is
of
consecrated,
Right.
then it might work.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, you'd have to go into one of audience's temple and try that. It's not going to be an easy thing to do. It's not something that you do stealthily. You need to be able to really affirm yourself and show your fervor to your god.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
Audience does have a side quest still to get into that temple, which he is now regretting and wishing he'd done before this mission, because it might be a little bit harder now.
Yeah, a little more difficult now.
But
Yeah.
but oh well. Anyway, stuff to think about.
Mm-hmm.
How has the other people reacted to this whole? Like, how did Antasia and everyone else react to this when, or did they just like were like, all right, I
Antasia
got it.
right now, as you're all talking, is looking over that huge hole that just appeared inside of the fort, and she seems to be thinking about this. You can probably suspect that she's thinking something in the line of, I'm gonna have to fix that.
I have mold earth. I can I can do that and make some fortifications for next
Yeah.
battle.
I thought your fort was protected by like wards. I didn't realize they could get in through the bottom. I'll say, kind of calling over to her.
Don't say that so loud.
Wards help to protect against magical thing, but they're not immune to magical elements. It's just like armor, and there is a way to get through it. I don't have a arcane generator emitting a field which is powerful enough to repel all of that stuff. That's would be what we'd need to make sure that this place can withstand and be protected from every angle. The best I have is ward protection, but those make the fort immune to normal stuff. Someone can't dig under here, but they can certainly use magic, which puts it on the same level as a ward. Meaning it's a question of power. You know that dwarf
we dealt
was
with their
right.
first assault.
There's going to be
Yeah,
a
go,
lot
go,
of
go.
people coming in.
There are.
And we might have to face people from your lovely little group.
I haven't seen any out there yet. But Autanil isn't too far away.
All that's needed is someone to have a contact. I mean, with every time that you've met me, you've always been thinking about, oh, we need to do this because we're doing something for the garden. So I'm guessing there is a way from the outside to get requests into your garden.
Probably.
So, who do you think in there would want a friend inside of your garden? We have, according to what Remy showed us, warlords, guilds, gods, wizards, and the unaligned.
I mean, it could be a lot of people.
That's my point exactly.
Well, I was able to turn an enemy into an ally, at least with the first one. I don't think that will work on a lot of groups out there. So we'll have to come up with another plan.
Well, at least, yeah. We have one ally out there. And according to what your friend on the orb said, you have a group of people walking outside doing stuff. I just am not sure what they're doing. I only have a feeling that it's going to help, but...
Well, he hasn't contacted me, so they're not in trouble, at least.
And I don't know. I get a feeling, whenever I try to look into the future, it feels like she, and she points toward Isalna, brought something with her. But I can't see what it does.
Well, those two usually have some kind of preparation planned that's not always obvious at first. You don't survive multiple realms without knowing how to be prepared for different situations.
Their minds are brick walls. I have to focus if I'm to simply unhear whispers from their mind. They're highly trained.
Yeah. Well, they're not from this shard, at least. I know that much. Or the shard that we met them in. So that at least gives it 3 or 4. They also said they were leaving this shard in a few months, so who knows? They're shard hoppers. They'll we appreciate their support, but
Well,
I don't think you're going to get much from them if they don't want to give it.
no, but I do get a sense of familiarity between them. Just take into consideration that they're going to think about themselves first if something really bad happens.
I trust
Yeah,
them.
we know.
But, yes.
Take it.
All right, well, so long as you know what you're doing.
I mean, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm winging it. I'm just
Yes,
reacting to the
that much I
situation
know.
that occurs.
I mean,
I've just learned from a lot of practice to be pretty good at improvising.
yes, that part is quite obvious. I don't need to go into inside of your mind. I mean, you just got into a fight without even trying to figure out what was the best way to go at it.
I was
Well,
confident in victory,
yes.
at least
Mhm.
from them. Not all our fights will be as easy.
No. But at least you mean well. Alright, I'm gonna have to go prepare a spell to add some protection to this castle.
By the way, did you hear in my mind who I was calling out to during that combat? Or no?
So, do you want me to decide whether you reached out to your god, or do you want to decide and tell me?
I'm just asking her if she heard anything.
Audience, your mind yells even when it's asleep.
As it should.
Hmm.
I think that's called anxiety.
Yeah.
It's called being a dragonborn. We're not subtle in our words or in our thoughts.
Well, at least a part of your species is. The tempered are much more quiet.
Yeah, but they're less fun.
Mm-hmm. Yes, fun. Always fun.
Alright, so I assume you didn't hear anything then?
Of course I heard.
Constantly heard stuff, so
You
tuned
kept
it out.
screaming it both in your mind, through your mouth. If you could have farted, it would have sounded in your fart. Why are you asking me that?
Oh, I just didn't know who I might have called out to. It's it's not a conscious thing for me. It's a subconscious, so I'm not really sure. I just was wondering.
I'm surprised you know the difference between conscious and subconscious. So you want me to tell you who you called for in your mind?
Yes.
So my question remains, audience.
Um.
Do
Okay.
you
Well, now I have
want
to
me to
think.
decide?
I don't. So it's interesting for me because it's like it goes. Audience is subconsciously has been trained his entire life and from previous thing to call to his god. He probably wouldn't have even thought about it.
No,
But that
I
also
completely
doesn't
agree.
mean but that also doesn't mean someone else might not have answered and his god didn't. But yes, I assume what audience would have called for in his mind subconsciously was probably still his god because it's not a conscious. If it was a conscious thing, I would say audience might not have. Because it's a subconscious thing, I assume audience didn't suddenly call for some random other name that he like doesn't even know.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with that.
Yeah.
You've been doing this for so long that it's absolutely a reflex of yours. You probably don't actually say it out loud. You just think about it, but you yell it inside of you because probably when you were training in the beginning, you did actually yell it out loud. But
Yeah.
if you still yelled it when you were level 1, 2, or 3, you definitely don't need to yell it anymore at level 13.
No more. By the power of Drakenmemoria.
Yeah. So no, audience assumes that he probably did, but that also doesn't necessarily mean that who he called to answered or who he called to was even the one that responded. But yes, in his mind it would have been the name probably of his god.
Okay. Then in that case, she confirms what you think. You did call out to your god. You did reach out to it.
Could you tell with any of your powers if it was it that responded or something else?
Usually, the god that answers is the god that's been called. If your god decided not to answer, you wouldn't have been able to use your powers.
See. That's interesting.
Audience, how long have you been doing that? Using your
Doing what?
divine smites without thinking about who you are reaching to?
Probably for what would this be an in-game time? Well, not actively thinking, probably about a year. Truly not thinking about it, maybe a couple months.
I feel something stirring inside of you, audience, quite honestly. I feel like this is not the first time that you've been put in front of this dilemma.
No, it's a reoccurring puzzle for me that I don't fully understand.
No, I feel like it has something to do with the exact same question. But you asked it.
Where do I get my power from? Yeah.
But
I mean,
it's
it does.
buried deep inside of you. There's nothing I can do unless you want to let me burrow inside of your mind.
Maybe save that for a not so dangerous situation. We'll discuss it later.
All right. Well, I have some magical spells to study.
Yeah.
She goes back to the tower and opens up her book and starts looking into it.
Audience turns back to Vesher and then goes, "Damn, I bet I could have gotten her to do it for free right then. She might charge me later."
Rookie mistake.
Oh well.
Yeah, she's probably gonna ask for a favor. Something.
Yeah. I'm starting to build up a little too many favors with her.
Yeah.
Although, technically,
What do you
if
mean?
you count
I
this
love
as
it.
responding to her as a favor to her, it does pay back some of the favor.
Yeah, but she figured out that, well, all right, Fisher, you hear inside of you Terranad say, yeah, but she kind of figured out that you answered this before the actual call reached you, so she knows you didn't answer her actual call.
But we stayed and helped anyway.
That was Terranad, unless Fisher says something.
We did kind of. I mean, she called, but we did tell her we didn't actually get that.
But we stayed and helped and are continuing to help, which is still something she wants. So while it might not have the same weight, it has some weight.
Fisher, from inside of you, you hear Terranad say,
Sure.
tell Bird Brain to shut up. She can probably still hear him.
Are you just trying to think this hard enough that she picks up on it and starts thinking it too?
Yes, I'm inceptioning her.
Okay. That tracks.
I don't know what she'd be doing without us.
Yeah, I mean, how would she have dealt with those dwarves? She would have just had to kill them. That wouldn't have been helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Think about all the dwarf lives we saved by us being here and her not just having to kill them. Because I'm pretty sure she could have.
About 12?
Something like that.
Not to demean the life of 12 dwarves that were fully intent on killing us.
Mm-hmm.
They almost succeeded.
But it's not just their lives, it's the lives of their families as well. You gotta remember, every death has a ripple effect. Don't you remember? The island showed us that.
Yeah. I'm not disagreeing.
Yeah. You see, next time I go to the island, the guy's gonna be like, "You get it," and then we're gonna be homies.
I have pat audience on the back. I'm like, uh-huh. You keep manifesting that.
Man.
All right. So with that conversation slowly drifting towards something else, time moves forward a little bit. Now you can't see much outside, but Remy does more rounds around the perimeter, trying to see things, trying to figure out what the enemy is doing. And with his cowl, he can see within the mist. So he takes one or two other flight. And I'm hoping that's what he does.
Yeah.
I feel like he remembered. I feel like he remembered a bit late that his cowl could actually give him the ability to do that.
Mm-hmm.
There is some movement in the mist. You're reaching probably, 2, 3 o'clock. There's some movement, but damn, every time Remy sees something, it just moves away. And there's something else elsewhere. He looks there and he sees a shadow darting from one point to the other. He's not usually. He's pretty perceptive as a person, and even he can't follow it all. So it's either there are a lot of them and they're just doing this intentionally, one going in one direction, the other one going in another direction, and come on. But there is definitely movement out there, and they're intentionally confusing him. With his ability to perceive things, it's intentional. You can at least figure that much. It's intentional. They're intentionally trying to confuse him, trying to make him think that something is happening there, or there, or there, or there.
I know he's on with them.
And you know that in most likely 1 or 2 hours, catapults are going to be ready, which means they'll be able to throw things above the walls and into your camp.
Mm-hmm.
How portable are arcane generators?
Roughly the same size as Jorg an hour ago.
Okay.
Mm.
That tracks, though.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we could try and have Longshot take out some catapults.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But those are probably going to be pretty well guarded.
Technically,
He said there were 6 of them out there, and you have 2 with them. So technically, there's 4 of them with him.
we could. It would be risky. We could also
Give them
ourselves.
the bomb.
Well, no, but we could.
Remy's not there. This is the time to use it.
We could try and do a quick strike team and break down and try and destroy the catapults and then come back, but it would be pretty risky to do that. But if that's the main turn. The issue is they have wizards, and the wizards would probably know we were coming.
Yeah, and how much damage can we do to a catapult fast enough that they can't fix? Like, how much time would that really buy us?
That's fair.
Well, it depends on how much material they have. Audience and Fisher, you'd probably know that. It's most likely the warlords who brought the necessary material to do that. And it really depends on how much material they brought for this. If they brought just enough to build one, well then if you destroyed them, they don't have any. But if they brought enough to make 5 or 6, they're most likely among the most dangerous non-magical enemy you'll have on the battlefield.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now we do have the anti-scrying stuff, so we could the diamond dust, so we could put that on us and then attempt an assault. They wouldn't expect an assault in the catapults. I don't know how many there are. We could try and get Longshot to get us that information, because if there's only like one, we could probably take out one and get out quickly. If they're like 6, that might be a problem.
Here's the thing. Every time you try to use one of the members that are outside, you run the risk of burning them. If the enemy knows they're there, they're going to start hunting them.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be hard to necessarily just see how many catapults are being built, since they're probably going to be fairly large.
What's the distance on clairvoyance?
Pretty far, I think.
And do you have to? You don't have to like see the location you throw it in, right? That's kind of the point.
Yeah, it's range 1 mile. Your creator can visit a sensor within range and location familiar to you, a place you have visited or seen before, or in an obvious location that is unfamiliar to you, such as behind a door, around a corner, or something like this.
Could have Terry try and scout them out with clairvoyance.
Yeah.
I could windwalk us.
That takes so long to turn, though.
I could also I can teleport us if we know where it is.
Yeah.
Which is instant. And similar to like us appearing on ships, they would not expect it if we could get in and out quickly, destroy it. But it would be probably a 1-time or a 2-time at most trick. They would then know we have at least some teleportation ability. And while I doubt they've put up teleportation fields on the battlefield out there, as that would probably be too difficult to do. You know, there'd still be risks of us teleporting ourselves into the middle of an army.
Well,
I'm gonna have Terry try and. I'm gonna ask Terry to try and use clairvoyance to scout out the catapults.
all right. Then his first question is, what's a catapult?
Yeah, I was about. I think I'd use minor illusion to just make a catapult. Something like this, except a lot bigger.
So he looks at this for a moment and says, it's the large side of a box? You created an image. All he sees is the plane of magic that you're manifesting.
Well, minor illusion make a 3D model, right?
All right.
That's what I did.
Okay.
Except it's made out of wood and rope. Generally a little bit of metal.
Okay. I'll do my best. In which direction?
That we don't know, which part of what we're trying to find out. When Raimi was out scouting, did he get a general sense of...
Warlords are coming from the north.
Okay. Then I will, that way. Probably... to 600 feet out if I know the range of a catapult.
Okay.
Do I know the range of a catapult? Does that sound right? Is that a history check?
Yeah, okay, you can do a history check.
I'll guidance you.
Oh, thank you. Ooh. That's pretty good. Math. 27. Yeah.
Um, oh, here we go. That's a good one. 27 is that's a good one. So catapult, which I'm gonna put in the roughly the same category as ballistas. Um,
I feel like there are stats for the catapult in the...
well, I'm in siege equipment right now, and they have ballistas, cannon, ram, mangonels,
Mangonel.
cauldron, siege towers, and trebuchet. Trebuchet have a range that is much greater than catapults.
Isn't a mangonel just another name for a catapult?
Historically speaking, no.
Is it a
Let's
purple?
see. A mangonel is a type of catapult that hurls heavy projectile. Not completely accurate, but okay.
Oh, okay. A mangonel uses a weight on a lever arm versus a catapult
Oh,
uses a tensioned rope or spring.
The
so it's like a
mangonel was
fixed
usually
weight
used to throw a
or a
shower of
fixed.
rocks at people coming in,
Mm-hmm.
but the range is
Mm.
similar to that. So, okay, we can go with that. Best range 200 feet, maximum range 800 feet.
All right. They wouldn't try and build them within 200. That's way too close.
That's why they
Yeah.
didn't use a lot of catapults in heavy siege.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd tell him, yeah, 5 to 800 feet that way.
All right. He casts a spell and he looks. Looks around, try to figures out what he can see. And his
George, guidance.
Guidance. Mhm.
He's got a plus 13 on perception roll. And plus 1 with the guidance. So 29 perception roll. He looks around. I see a lot of people. Well over 100. I see structures being built. Looks like a scaffolding. Well, you translate into what it is. He describes large wooden structure on several levels. They're putting together something tall, like a big box, but on its side.
Siege town.
Tower. Sounds like a siege tower.
I think I see what you were asking for. Um, I don't see very far. Clairvoyance range is.
I think you can just. It's just you see from there.
You create an invisible sensor and found you to the place. Oh, it probably mistaking this for something else. Action, you can switch between seeing and hearing. Oh, okay. I thought that the range that you could see wasn't. Oh no, that's sorry. That's scrying. Sorry, scrying has a much more limited range. All right. So he looks around. I see several of the things that you've described. I can see 3. They're nearly complete. I see enough material to throw for several throwing. I see rocks. I don't know. I think I'm seeing something wrong. I see dead cows.
Dead cows.
In siege warfare,
Train.
they used to do that to throw disease inside of a castle.
Raz.
And I
We're not,
see
like-
large bloated container, half your size. They're pouring stuff inside.
Okay. Probably some kind of firebomb-ish thing. Oil.
Like a firebomb in a siege tower. Or like in a catapult.
No, there's a catapult.
3 of them, he said.
3.
Three
Yeah.
catapults.
They're
3 trebuchets or 3 catapults.
catapult. It looks like what Fisher told him, but Fisher hasn't shown him trebuchets, so maybe he doesn't recognize it, but so far he's describing everything that's big and made out of wood. And there are large, long pieces of wood with a smaller one linking them together. Ladders.
Ah. I'm like, what?
He's never seen one. He doesn't know what it's called.
Well,
All right. How? I mean, I don't know how we would judge that, but how finished do they look?
Almost done. It almost looks like what you showed me.
yes. How many? I guess I didn't say. So how many are there, Fisher?
3 catapults, 1 siege tower. Good amount of ladders.
Good amount of letters.
Most
Well-
likely rock projectile, incendiary projectile, and disease projectile.
I will say this. They will probably be limited in what they do with their catapults because of the fact that I assume they'll try and use the catapults to soften us up more than actually,
It's
due to the
usually
fact that I don't think they want to kill the. Well, yes, but audience is gonna, due to the fact that I don't think they want to kill, or a lot of parties don't want to kill the exiled, so they're not just going to be launching willy nilly into our base.
Mm-hmm.
I do assume that it'll probably be to soften us up, and then they'll send in the ladders and siege towers to try and man a frontal assault while we're weakened.
Yeah.
Terranad would add to this, Fisher, that it's if they don't want to burn everything inside, then they're most likely going to aim for the towers with their incendiary devices.
Terranad mentioned they'll probably try and burn down the towers.
Probably
Yeah.
target the towers. Well, we could tell Antasia to try and strengthen their defenses around the towers, but that still doesn't deal with the issue of the catapults. 3 catapults. Is it worth the risk of leaving the fort to destroy 3 catapults? We'd have to be very quick.
Mm-hmm.
Now-
do have to go
about
to bed.
100 people around.
Yes. Well, we wouldn't be trying to fight. It would be more we teleport to where the catapults are, try and destroy them, and then leave or go to the next catapult location.
I'm just saying for how well defended they are.
Yeah.
We usually
But my point is, I don't think they'd expect. I mean, I'm sure they're defended from probably, honestly, the other groups more even than probably us leaving the fort.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they'd expect us to teleport on them. They don't know we have teleportation capabilities.
I also have plane shift if when that guy's ready to get out. If we need to just
Okay.
hide,
Do you
but
have
I need to go to bed. Jordan needs a long rest.
That's fair. It is past 11.
Yeah, sorry.
That's okay. I'm gonna head out though. Good night.
That's
Good
okay.
night.
We're gonna be over in a few minutes, so you're not
Yeah.
gonna miss much.
This is
Cool.
more just us trying to strategize.
Yeah. All right.
I think we should.
See
I
y'all.
think we should play the strike team just because that would be fun.
I mean, it would be fun. I don't know if it's the best thing to do, but it would be fun. We do have aids, so what we could do too is we could have Logshot and even the War Priest kind of cause a distraction, and then we could use the distraction to try and destroy the catapults. Because I'd much rather just face a frontal assault than honestly be bombarded by ranged weapons as well.
Uh-huh. I mean, using them as a distraction, specifically as a distraction, while things, it's like the one thing that's gonna bring the most attention to
Attention
them.
to them. That is true.
So I think we need a way to get them out after, or get them
Well-
in, I guess.
Did it seem to be all the warlords working on the same stuff, or were there multiple different warlords working on the different catapults?
From his description, it does feel like working on several things.
Okay.
So it's his answer is with what he saw. So he most likely could see both warlords.
Do we have... What if we had minor illusions cast on ourselves of being from the opposing warlord camps, and then we tried to destroy the catapults, because then even if we fail, they're gonna think that that they've turned on each other, and perhaps that starts an all-out brawl between the two warlords, and they don't focus on us, since I assume they're not long-term allies.
You want to do like a false flag operation?
Yeah. Because if we're successful, we destroy the we destroy the, which is great. But if we're unsuccessful, at least it causes unrest and perhaps unease in the outside camp, or perhaps even to an all-out assault, which will affect their capabilities of actually attacking us if they're fighting each other. They might do the job for us if we can cause enough of a disturbance.
Maybe. I think we would need probably better disguises than just minor illusion.
Yeah. I mean, I'd leave that up to someone who knows disguises better. But
I mean, I have disguised self. I think Rami has disguised self.
I could...
The chance one of our friends here has something like seeming.
I also
But we
have
also
a potion
don't.
of invisibility, so technically I could teleport you guys in invisible, have you guys set off or try and destroy the catapults. They wouldn't even know I was there, and then when things get crazy, teleport you out and have them fight each other.
I mean, if we were to do that, just I or Rami would probably cast invisibility on you.
Or that. I'm just saying I also have a potion. But I'm just saying I could come in invisible with the teleport you guys kind of into the back of their camp disguise.
You can't come in invisible. You would have to, because casting teleport would...
That's true. Break it.
Break invisibility.
But I could teleport us slightly behind the camp, and then you guys could come in as, like... people, and then we could... It would look like... It's, you know, it's an idea. It's not fully fleshed out. It's just an idea of a false flag operation. It just came to me, so...
Do we... Maybe this would be another history check. Do we know these two warlords and how tense their relationship is?
Oh, wow, that would be a long shot roll, because you don't know all of the political elements of this island chain. You could, I would go for just memory, because it's not history. It would be something, if you would have heard anything, it would have been...
It would have been like overheard while walking around.
Yeah, or in a tavern, someone started talking about a warlord conflict. It would be that. It's not long enough to be history. And it, like I said, it would be a really, really long shot.
Yeah.
But you can definitely try. We're gonna say Jorg gives you guidance.
Not a bad roll. But
Okay.
that still only ends up being a 22. Just straight intelligence, right?
Yeah.
Plus the guidance.
Yeah. I rolled
22.
a 16 and then a 2 on the guidance.
So 22. Okay.
It is a pretty good roll. But it is such a long shot roll that I'd say you're not sure. Here's the thing. You remember hearing something in a tavern at one point, but you weren't there for the whole discussion. So maybe they were talking about warlords trying to impose themselves and trying to make themselves look more valuable somewhere. Or they might have been discussing territorial dispute between raiders and warlords.
Mm-hmm.
One way or the other, you can at least deduce that there aren't any open alliance. It doesn't mean that they haven't formed a alliance of convenience right now. Maybe they don't hate themselves, hate one another enough to not make that possible. But there's definitely friction, but it could be also with raiders.
Uh-huh. Nothing. All right.
It's such a long shot, and you haven't spent weeks inside of inns and hearing things about. So it's difficult, but you know that there is a climate of tension, but you don't think it's open warfare between them. And they could have been talking about raiders, which on its own could be interesting, you know. If they have a beef with raiders, there are 2 raiding guild out there.
So maybe we might have better luck doing instead of one from one warlord to another, from one of the guilds to one of the warlords.
Maybe.
One of the raiding guilds, specifically.
Okay, if we were gonna do a false flag operation.
But I mean, you know,
it's a long shot.
This is a vague guess.
I see.
You know, you have the memory of the person talking, and you just listen to in your head how they sounded, and they really sounded like, you know, I really, really think that there's gonna be battle. Sorry. Happen. So, so how reliable is that? I don't know, but there's a chance. There's a possibility.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if we're not going to do the false flag operation,
I mean, I do think that's something that if we're doing like a strike anyway,
yeah,
I feel like that's something that won't take a ton of additional setup.
okay,
So the risk of trying it
is not bad.
Yeah.
Terranad would
Even if the
probably
payoff
add
isn't-
from inside of you saying that if you want to create a flag conflict between the warlords, you should probably not go all out in the sense that it should be sabotage that they figure out. Because if they
Yeah.
don't have open conflict,
They wouldn't.
then it's going to be subtle the way that they're going to try and hinder one another.
Yeah. So if we could impede an operation.
So either you go subtle and try to create conflict between warlords, or
Or
you
go
go
hard.
less subtle and try to create conflict with warlords and raiders.
Uh-huh.
Either way, there's a chance that you'll shoot and miss, and there not actually any problems between them.
What we could do too is instead of full out destroying the catapults, we could just like sabotage them so they like break after like a fire or two, which might be easier. Like weaken, I don't know if they're the chain or but like weaken the ropes, weaken the planks so they break, and then that would also make maybe the warlords think about sabotage more.
Yeah.
And it might be easier than full out destroying the catapults. It's just weaken it like subtly.
And probably, Fisher, you probably don't want to admit this out loud, but you actually do have a tool that's pretty good for that. Terry has acid splash. Acid will wear out things slowly.
Mm-hmm.
And his acid is pretty potent at that level.
Yeah.
Burn.
So we could do a stealth mission.
But you'd be exposing Terry.
Yeah. Um.
Stealth.
I think I do like the idea of a stealth mission, at least, to begin, and then we'll see what actually happens.
Fair enough.
But
Well, they said it was almost ready, so we'll have to do it basically now. Get everyone together. And
yeah, we probably couldn't wait until tomorrow.
No, he said it was almost ready, so they might be firing in a couple hours.
All right.
I mean, we know what we need. We just need to be stealthy, and we need some disguises, and hopefully it'll pay off.
Mm-hmm. Did Terry see any wizards? Fancy robe dudes with wands or staffs walking around, keeping an eye out.
Well, he did see several people with what feels like magical object, spots of energy on them.
Let's. You
But-
know who would also be helpful in this mission, Fisher? Real quick before
So,
we should ask Yusana and Azidra for health because they are. That's what they
Yeah.
do.
yeah, definitely.
No! You mean I gave you resources that were adequate for the challenge?
What? That doesn't sound right.
Dungeon Master do that? Alright. So,
Sorry, you were talking to him about wizards, but
that's okay. The only thing that I was going to add is for Terry, it's very difficult to make the difference between a warrior wearing a magical chainmail armor and a wizard wearing a magical robe. It looks nearly identical from his point of view. It looks like a magical robe.
Yeah,
So-
that tracks. All right.
So that's what he sees. That there are some people with magical object in all of this. When you ask this precisely, he even tells you that they seem to be consecrating projectiles. There seemed to be a pulse of magic trying to be born inside of the stone projectile.
Okay. But they're also not going to expect it. So if they're not aware, as I said, they're not going to like expect us to try and sabotage the catapults.
Then suddenly you see Terry go, I just lost sight.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, are they?
Damn it.
They most likely just dispelled the magical sensor.
Dispelled Terry's sensor, so they know we were spying on them.
I see. Well, that's not weird though for us.
No, but
That doesn't let them know our next move. That just is like, yeah, we're watching them. That's what anyone would do.
They've been doing the same thing, you know. And Tassia said that she had to protect the fort against that.
Let's go talk to Ysilda and Zedra. They might have some ideas. Tell them what we want to do. Then maybe they'll have some resources as well. As I said, they are kind of the masters of this kind of thing.
yeah.
A ranger and a rogue, yeah. It's kind of what they do. All right, do you want to have this conversation now or when the group will be all there?
I think we should have this conversation when Zach is here.
Yeah. And also, it's 11:25.
That's okay?
It's like 30.
All right, so with this... Yeah, anyway, your conversations seem to be slowly slacking.
What do you mean?
Hold on. I just need to open the role play for this so people can actually see you. There we go. And here we go. There you go. All right. Oh. Photo for Jorg. Jorg, photo. Here we go. And here we go. Here we go. All right. So, with this, tonight's episode is going to come to a close. We got one person already sleeping, one person about to fall asleep, and one person, he's probably going to fall asleep soon enough. Which leaves only me, but I am the Dungeon Master. So, I am impossible to exhaust. No, that's not true. Alright, so, a little bit of campfire, because it's always nice going out on a campfire. And that is going to be it for tonight. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. If you want to support us, we got Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Patreon, the link below for donations. So you've got many ways to help us, and each one of them helps. Well, maybe a little bit less Twitter because it doesn't link to anything else in the others, but everything else, you know, on YouTube, if you leave a comment, then boom, suddenly a lot of people, there's something in the algorithm which helps everyone see. If you just, you know, just leave a like, also, that works well. Patreon, obviously, well, you know, if you become a patron, I'll love it. You'll have my undying gratitude. So yeah, whichever way you want to help, if you want to help, those are pretty good. If not, well, just spreading the word of the channel. It helps tremendously. Schedule, Wednesday live campaign, as always. You get a rebroadcast Friday of this. So 7:30 Eastern Coast, Western Coast on Wednesday. 7:30 Eastern Coast on Friday. And I'm really sorry if you live in the middle between the two. You're gonna have odd hours no matter what you want, but yeah, I can't rebroadcast this 4 times in a week. Come on. And in between, world making, world building, and map making with me on Thursdays, 9:30 Eastern Coast time, because that's where I live. So that's the schedule. And with this, like I said, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Hope you found whatever it was you were hoping to find. Hope you had a pleasant whatever part of the day it is, wherever you are in the world. And hope to see you again next week. As always, stay safe and stay healthy. Good night.
Good night.